the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Okay, wake the streets up. Okay, come on. Okay, wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Come on, wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday, and welcome to BossFM News with your host, Jesse. As we all know, Election Day is slowly approaching. That November date is starting to come up faster than we know it. So states such as Texas are beginning their early voting submissions. According to the state Democratic Party, over 1 million Texans cast ballots on the first day of early voting. Home to 57% of registered voters in Texas, the Texas Tribune found that at least 425,028 ballots were casted in person Tuesday, while at least 224,122 sent in by mail. The number of absentee ballots is likely to be higher this year than previous years just because of the ongoing pandemic of the coronavirus. So, trying to compare it, in 2016, over 346 Texans. In 2016, just to give you guys a little comparison, over 340,006 Texans cast in-person ballots over the 10 counties on the first day of early voting, and 157,277 had cast ballots through mail. That year alone, the early voting period was shorter about 1 week, and as of Wednesday, there have been 9,678,017 registered voters in those 10 counties. So it's really good to see that early voter turnouts have been a positive outlook, and organizations such as BossFM and other organizations around the world that have made it a mission to get people to register. Seeing these numbers increase and just comparing to the last election year, it's really good to know that places like such as BossFM and others around the world rock the vote. So it seems that early voter turnout is not only the one thing that's going to be winning. It also seems that rapper and singer Lizzo, the artist, has also won an award for top song sales artist in the Billboard Music Award. As Lizzo came and approached the stage to accept her award, she also made it a point and clear to make a statement to use your power to vote. While approaching the stage, she wore a black dress that read "Vote" all over the black dress. And as she took the mic to give her thanks to her fans, supporters, and family members, she also goes on to give a wonderful speech. She goes on by saying, "I just want to say thank you to Billboard, thank you to Atlantic, which is her record, thank you to Team Lizzo," as she begins. And then this is where she gets really into the rhetoric of her message. "I just want to say I've been thinking a lot about suppression and the voices that refuse to be suppressed." She continued, "I wonder, would I be standing here right now if I weren't the big black woman who refused to have her voice suppressed? I just want to say, if you're at home watching this, you are thinking about changing yourself to feel worthy. That is a sign to remain true to who you are." The fact that she was able to make a powerful speech as that, making sure to reiterate that people have the power to make a change in the United States of America, and that our voice in these ballots can only speak to really the changes that we would want to see in this world. So it's really great to see that Lizzo is giving us a reminder that we are worthy of our voice, of the power that we have to cast in these ballots that are soon really just approaching. If you guys haven't registered to vote, you guys should do it. And early voting should start soon within your states. There's been multiple links that have been provided just to check with your state to see the deadlines for early voting, or you could just cast in by mail or in person. So hopefully you guys could go ahead and do that. As a quick reminder, I just want to tell you guys that the 2020 NBA champions are the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, 17 championships in franchise history, tied with the Boston Celtics for the most. I mean, how can you not be reminded? Also, the Clippers blew a 3-1 lead. I just hope you guys didn't know. I hope you guys just remember that. So, after spending the last 3 months at Walt Disney World, the entire NBA season has finally concluded and was able to crown a champion. My Lakers, of course. But now that everybody has packed their bags and have gone home to their friends and family, there have been multiple reports coming out about the mental toll that the bubble has taken on these players. During the celebration, Lakers guard Danny Green was bouncing up and down in the hallways, spraying champagne on all over the reporters and photographers that were outside in the background, leading into the Lakers locker room. He goes on by saying, "I am free," and he goes on also with the expletive saying "freedom." Now, with that being said, the bubble had also provided the opportunity to not only voice the ongoing coronavirus outbreak, but also to speak out about these injustices that have been going on across the world. We we all know about the murder of George Floyd, Jacob Blake, Breonna Taylor. All of those names have been listed, and it was a common message for the NBA players and the NBA league in general, just to make sure that their voices were being. So, how did Angelino celebrate the sound of the buzzer going off? Well, probably not the best or the smartest way, to be honest with you. Over 76 people were arrested, and more than 30 buildings and businesses were damaged in downtown Los Angeles. The celebration would turn peaceful really just became chaotic, and it was just a reminder of what 2010 was when the Lakers repeated back-to-back champions. You saw photos of broken glass, the burning of a bus, and then multiple crowds. It really took LAPD to come down and really turn the celebration of great accomplishments for these players and the city of Los Angeles into something that really shouldn't have happened. So the celebration by about 1,000 people were initially largely at peaceful, but unruly individuals mixed into the crowd through glass bottles, rocks, and other projectiles at officers when they were coming down to really calm down the situation. Of course, we can always say there's always one bad apple in this situation, and it ruins the fun for everybody else. In this case, that's really what happened. And last but not least, I know you guys have been waiting for our segment. Every day we have one, and today will be Extravagant Thursday. One, Extravagant Thursday is where we talk about our trips we want you to take or experiences that we have taken that could maybe possibly turn into your bucket list. We hope so. So I would like to talk about my trip to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in Las Vegas, Hell's Kitchen. Based off the television show on Fox after, I believe, 16 seasons airing on that channel, Gordon Ramsay had opened his restaurant in 2017 in Las Vegas, right by the Strip. And when you go inside the restaurant, it was, how do I put this? You really got the atmosphere of what the television was. Inside the restaurant, you had the blue side and the red side, distinguishing both sides of the teams. And the food, oh my goodness, it was so delicious. The best experience of my life. I couldn't have asked for a better birthday / vacation than going to Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. Man, I need to go again. All right, guys. So that is it for your Thursday evening news. Please make sure to tune in tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. for more news and updates. And do not forget to tune in tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. for more entertainment with Boss FM. If you'd like to rewatch our shows, as always, they will be available on our Boss FM app and our social media platforms. Thanks again for tuning in. And it is your host, Jesse Gonzalez. Please have a great day.
Wake the streets up. Yeah. Okay.